Welcome back to the channel BBC Coin. Today we are diving into one of the most talked about coins online, the 1975 Liberty 1 cent United States coin with no mint mark. Some collectors and sellers claim these pennies can be worth as much as $1,200 or even more. But is that really true? Stay with me, because by the end of this video you will know exactly what to look for, how to identify a valuable 1975 penny, and whether the coin sitting in your jar could be a hidden treasure. The 1975 1 cent coin is part of the famous Lincoln Memorial Cent series. On the front of the coin, you'll see Abraham Lincoln facing right, along with the word Liberty, the year 1975, and the phrase "Iron God We Trust." Many people call it the Liberty 1 cent because of the large Liberty inscription. On the back, the coin features the Lincoln Memorial Building with United States of America and 1 cent. Now here is where things get exciting. If your 1975 penny has no mint mark, that means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, Philadelphia pennies usually did not carry a mint mark, so a missing mint mark by itself does not automatically make the coin rare. Millions upon millions were produced, making regular examples common. However, condition, errors, and high grades can change everything. Most circulated 1975 pennies that have been used in everyday change are worth only a few cents because they are common copper coins. But when collectors discover coins in exceptional condition, or coins with rare mint errors, the value can jump dramatically. This is why some 1975 no mint mark pennies have sold for hundreds and even over $1,000 depending on grade and rarity. So what makes one of these pennies valuable? First is condition. A coin that looks brand new, with full red color, bright luster, no scratches, and sharp details can be worth much more than a worn brown coin. Collectors especially love red uncirculated copper pennies because most old cents turn brown over time. If your coin still shines with original mint red color, that is a great sign. Second is grading. Professional grading companies use a scale from 1 to 70. Coins graded in mint state 65, 66, 67, or higher become much harder to find. A normal worn penny may be worth pennies, but a certified high-grade example can command real money. Some top-level 1975 cents have reached premium prices because so few survive in pristine condition. Third is mint errors. Errors are mistakes made during production, and these are highly collectible. Let's go through the most important ones. Number 1. Doubled die errors. Look closely at the date, Liberty, or Iron God We Trust. If the letters appear doubled or shadowed, your coin could be worth a lot more. Number 2. Off-center strikes. If the coin design is not centered and part of the image is missing, collectors love these dramatic mistakes. Number 3. Clipped planchets. If a curved section of the coin is missing because the blank was cut incorrectly, value increases. Number 4. Die cracks and cuds. Raised lines or lumps caused by damaged dies can make a coin collectible. Number 5. BIE errors. A crack between the B and D in Liberty forms what looks like an extra letter I. These are popular with penny collectors. Now let's talk about the $1,200 question. Can a 1975 no mint mark penny really be worth $1,200? Yes, but only under the right circumstances. If the coin is professionally graded in a very high mint state grade, especially with full red surfaces and almost flawless appearance, collectors may pay large amounts. Some auction-level examples have sold for strong prices because top-grade coins are rare compared to the billions originally made. That means not every 1975 penny is worth $1,200. In fact, most are not. But if you own one in exceptional condition or with a rare error, it could absolutely be valuable. Here is how to check your coin at home. First, look at the front under the year 1975. If there is no D or S mint mark, it is a Philadelphia coin. Second, inspect the color. Red shiny coins are often more desirable than brown ones. Third, use a magnifying glass to inspect Liberty, the date, and lettering for doubling or unusual features. Fourth, check both sides for damage versus mint errors. Scratches after leaving the mint usually reduce value, while genuine mint mistakes can increase value. Fifth, weigh the coin if possible. A normal 1975 cent should weigh around 3.11 grams because it is made mostly of copper. Unusual weight can sometimes indicate an error planchette. Many beginners make one big mistake. They assume every no mint mark coin is rare. That is not true. For 1975 cents, no mint mark simply means Philadelphia. What matters most is grade, originality, and true mint errors. If you believe your coin is special, consider sending it to a professional grading service. Authentication protects you from guesswork and gives buyers confidence. Certified coins often sell for much higher prices than raw coins when they are truly high grade. Another reason collectors love the 1975 penny is its copper composition. These older cents were made from 95% copper, unlike many later zinc-based cents. That gives them historical appeal and adds to collector interest. Today we are diving into one of the most talked about coins from America's bicentennial era, the 1976 Liberty 1 cent United States coin with no mint mark. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary penny you might find in pocket change. But what if I told you some of these coins have sold for prices starting around $1,200 and even more depending on condition and rare errors? Yes, this small copper coin could be hiding surprising value, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. The 1976 1 cent coin was struck during one of the most historic years in United States history. America was celebrating its 200th anniversary of independence. While the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins received special bicentennial designs, the penny kept its classic Lincoln Memorial reverse. That means millions of people ignored these cents, believing they were common. But collectors know better. Now let's talk about the coin itself. On the front, you'll see the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above his head are the famous words "In God We Trust." To the left is Liberty, and to the right is the date 1976. On the back, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial with United States of America across the top and 1 cent at the bottom. If your coin has no mint mark under the date, that means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia coins from this year did not carry a P mint mark. Over 4.6 billion were made, so common examples are not rare. So why are some worth $1,200 or more? The answer is condition, rarity, and mint errors. Most circulated 1976 no mint mark pennies are worth only 1 cent to a few cents. But if your coin is in uncirculated condition, with bright original red color, sharp details, and no wear, the value can rise dramatically. Coins graded in top mint state levels are where serious money begins. Collectors especially look for coins graded MS67 red or higher. These coins appear nearly flawless, with blazing red luster and almost no marks from mishandling. High-grade certified examples have sold for hundreds, and the finest known examples can reach or exceed $1,200 depending on demand and auction results. Now let's discuss the biggest reason collectors get excited: mint errors. Some 1976 pennies were struck with mistakes at the mint. These mistakes make them unique and often far more valuable than regular coins. First is the double die error. Look closely at Liberty, the date, and In God We Trust. If letters appear doubled or shifted, you may have a valuable double die coin. Strong examples can sell for serious money. Second is the off-center strike. If the design is not centered and part of the blank planchet is visible, collectors love these dramatic errors. Third is the clipped planchet. This happens when part of the coin blank was missing before striking, leaving a curved missing section. Fourth is the BIE error. This appears as a small raised line between the B and E in Liberty, making it look like the word BIE. Fifth is die cracks and cut errors, where raised metal lines or blobs appear due to broken dies. Depending on size, visibility, and condition, these errors can turn a normal penny into a coin worth from $50 to over $1,200. So how do you check if your coin is valuable? Start with the color. A bright red coin is usually worth more than a brown coin. Next, inspect the surfaces under light. Fewer scratches and marks mean better grade. Then look at the edges and lettering. Any doubling, missing areas, or strange shapes can signal an error. Finally, weigh the coin. A normal 1976 cent should weigh about 3.11 grams because it was made from 95% copper. If the weight is off, it could be struck on the wrong planchet or damaged. Now let's talk about the dream scenario. Imagine opening an old coin jar, seeing a shiny 1976 penny with no mint mark, and noticing doubled letters or flawless red surfaces. That 1 cent coin could be worth $1,200 or much more to the right buyer. This is why collectors search rolls of pennies every day. Treasure can hide in plain sight. Another reason people love the 1976 penny is historical significance. It was minted during the bicentennial celebration year. Even though it didn't get a special reverse design, it still represents an unforgettable chapter of American history. Holding one is like holding a piece of 1976 America. Today we are talking about a coin that many people overlook every single day, yet collectors are paying serious money to own the right example. The coin is the Liberty 1 cent 1993 United States coin with no mint mark. Yes, a simple penny that could be sitting in an old jar, hidden in a drawer, or mixed inside pocket change may actually hold surprising value. When most people see a 1993 penny, they think it is only worth 1 cent. They spend it, ignore it, or toss it aside. But experienced collectors know that certain 1993 pennies with no mint mark can become valuable treasures depending on condition, rarity, and special features. Some top-quality examples have sold for impressive prices, and current market value for elite specimens can start from $1,200 and go even higher for the best-graded coins. So what exactly is the 1993 no mint mark 1 cent coin? This coin was struck in Philadelphia. During that time, Philadelphia pennies usually carried no mint mark, which means the blank space under the date is completely normal. Many beginners believe no mint mark means an error, but for 1993 pennies, it simply means the coin came from the Philadelphia Mint. Over 5.6 billion of these coins were produced, making it common in everyday circulation. Now here is where the story gets exciting. Even though millions were made, very few survived in flawless condition. Most were used in stores, carried in pockets, scratched, worn down, or damaged over time. Because of this, collectors pay premium prices for coins that still look brand new, bright red, glossy, and untouched. The 1993 1 cent coin features the legendary portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front. Above his head you will see "In God We Trust." To the left appears Liberty. To the right is the date 1993. On the back is the Lincoln Memorial design with United States of America and 1 cent. This design is loved by collectors because it represents a classic era of American coinage. It combines history, beauty, and nostalgia in one small copper-colored coin. But how can a 1 cent coin become worth $1,200 or more? The answer is grade. Coin grading is the process of judging a coin's condition. Professional companies examine coins under magnification and assign a number. The closer the coin is to perfect condition, the higher the grade. A normal circulated 1993 penny may be worth only 1 cent, but a sharply struck, bright red, near-perfect coin in top mint state grade can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That means if you find a 1993 no mint mark penny that still shines like it just left the mint, you may have something special. Collectors especially look for these features. Full original red color. Strong luster.
No scratches. No spots. No corrosion.
Sharp details on Lincoln's face and the memorial. Perfect rims. Centered strike. If your coin has these qualities, it may deserve professional grading. Now let's talk about mistakes and rare errors. Some 1993 pennies can be worth more because of minting errors. These may include doubled letters, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or other unusual features. Error coins are always exciting because they are different from normal coins. The rarer the mistake, the higher the value can climb. Imagine checking your old penny jar and finding a strange 1993 cent with double text or an off-center strike. That ordinary penny could suddenly become a collector's dream. Another reason collectors love this coin is because many modern pennies were made with a copper-plated zinc core. Over time, these coins often develop spots, bubbles, or damage. That means finding one in pristine condition is difficult. Scarcity in high grade is what creates real market demand. So where should you look for one? Check old piggy banks. Search coin rolls from banks. Look through inherited coin collections. Examine loose change. Open forgotten jars of pennies. Visit flea markets and garage sales. Many valuable coins are discovered in the most ordinary places. Here is an important tip. Never clean the coin. Many people think polishing a penny increases value. It does the opposite. Cleaning damages the surface, removes natural shine, and lowers collector demand. If you think you found a high-grade coin, keep it untouched and place it in a safe holder. How do you know if your coin may be worth serious money? Look at the surface under bright light. If the coin is blazing red, highly reflective, and nearly flawless, it could be valuable. If it looks dull brown, scratched, or worn, value is usually much lower. The dream of coin collecting is that tiny everyday objects can become hidden treasures. That is why the 1993 Liberty 1 cent no-mint mark coin continues to attract attention. It reminds people that value is not always obvious. Sometimes treasure is hiding in plain sight. Imagine paying for groceries with a penny worth over $1,200 and never realizing it. That possibility is what keeps collectors searching every day. If you own a 1993 no-mint mark penny, inspect it carefully. Use a magnifying glass. Study the color, shine, and details. Compare it with graded examples online. If it appears exceptional, consider sending it to a professional grading service. Today we are uncovering one of the most talked about modern pennies in circulation, the Liberty 1 cent 1995 United States coin with no mint mark. Many people pass this coin every day without realizing it could be hiding surprising value. Some examples have sold for serious money, and collectors are constantly searching bankrolls, jars, and pocket change hoping to find the right one. If you have a 1995 penny sitting somewhere at home, do not ignore it. This little copper-colored coin might be worth far more than 1 cent depending on condition, rarity, and minting errors. Let's dive deep into the story of the 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin with no mint mark, how to identify valuable versions, and why some collectors are paying up to $1,200 or more for the right specimen. First, let's talk about what this coin actually is. The 1995 1 cent coin features Abraham Lincoln on the front side. Above Lincoln's head are the famous words "In God We Trust." To the left is Liberty, and to the right is the date 1995. On the backside, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial with the words United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and 1 cent. This design was used for many decades and remains one of the most recognized coins in American history. Now here is where things get interesting. Your coin has no mint mark. Many beginners believe a coin without a mint mark is an error. That is not always true. In 1995, pennies made at the Philadelphia Mint were intentionally struck without a mint mark. So a 1995 penny with no mint mark usually means it was produced in Philadelphia. Over 6.4 billion of these pennies were minted, making regular circulated examples common. So if they are common, why are some worth hundreds or even over $1,200? The answer is condition and rare varieties. Let's start with condition. Collectors grade coins on a scale from poor condition all the way to mint state perfection. Most 1995 pennies found in circulation are worn, scratched, dull, or damaged. Those are generally worth face value. But if you find a 1995 no mint mark penny in brilliant red uncirculated condition, sharp details, no scratches, and full original shine, collectors may pay a premium. Top-graded examples have sold for thousands, while high-grade mint state coins can reach impressive prices depending on certification and demand. Some premium red examples have sold far above normal values. That means your old penny from a jar could be ordinary or extraordinary. Now let's discuss the most exciting part. The 1995 doubled die variety. This is the coin every collector wants to find. A doubled die happens during the die creation process, causing visible doubling on letters or numbers. On some 1995 pennies, you can clearly see doubling on the word Liberty and also on In God We Trust. Unlike tiny microscopic errors, the 1995 doubled die can often be seen with the naked eye or a magnifying glass. That made it one of the most famous modern era pennies. Some of these coins have sold for hundreds, and top-grade examples sold for thousands. So when searching your 1995 penny, inspect these areas carefully. Look at the word Liberty. Look at In God We Trust. Look at the date 1995. Check for extra thickness or shadow doubling in the letters. If you spot clear doubling, you may have a valuable coin. Now let's talk about coins reaching $1,200. Many online headlines say all 1995 no mint mark pennies are worth huge money. That is not accurate. Most are worth 1 cent to a few cents. However, coins can reach $1,200 or more if they meet one of these conditions. High mint state grade with red original color. Professionally graded and certified. Strong doubled die error. Rare strike error. Outstanding eye appeal. Low population in top grade holders. That means not every 1995 penny is a jackpot, but the right one absolutely can be. Here's how to check yours today. Step 1. Use bright light. Place the coin under a lamp and tilt it slowly. Shine reveals scratches, wear, and luster. Step 2. Use magnification. A 10 times loop helps you inspect lettering for doubling and errors. Step 3. Check color. Collectors love bright red pennies. Brown coins are usually worth less unless they have a major error. Step 4. Examine edges and surfaces. Look for damage, cleaning marks, dents, corrosion, or stains. Step 5. Compare details. Sharp Lincoln hair, clean cheek, crisp lettering, and strong memorial lines usually indicate better preservation. Now let me give you a realistic value guide for the 1995 no mint mark penny. Circulated common coin, 1 cent to a few cents. Nice uncirculated coin, a few dollars. High-grade red examples, tens to hundreds of dollars. Certified top-grade examples, hundreds to over $1,200 depending on market demand. Double die error examples, often much more depending on grade and strength. So before spending your penny, check it first. Many people unknowingly cash in coins worth collector money. And here is a huge mistake to avoid. Never clean your coin. Cleaning can destroy original surfaces and lower value dramatically. Even a rare coin can lose major collector interest if polished or scrubbed. Leave it exactly as found. If you think you have a valuable one, place it in a soft holder or coin flip and consider sending it to a grading company. Now imagine this.